Hey guys, welcome back to episode 2 of Beer Necessities with your host, Dale Diesel Hansen.
I'm Bill Pratt.
Corbin Atkinson.
Oh, that's all 3, folks. We're ready to go. Well, hey, we got done with the first episode. It was a great time. We had a great conversation about Kill the King from Anchorage Brewing. An amazing beer. We broke it down into 4 different categories. We had aroma, we had taste, we had appearance, we had feel. We went through the whole thing. You know, was it a necessity for us? Was it not a necessity? You know, what are you looking to do? And that's what we're looking to do again this time. We've got another great beer to try. This is the Medianoche Reserve, and this is a WeldWerks Brewing Company beer from Greeley, Colorado. So this is going to be an amazing thing to try. Any thoughts about last week's beer, Corbin? Or last episode's beer?
Definitely a great beer to start this podcast with. I can only imagine we could have definitely chosen worse beers. It was a great beer. No, yeah, I'm glad we picked that. It was a strong start, and I'm thinking we're going to keep the strong starts going. So follow one amazing beer after another. To be determined.
You can't argue with that, Bill.
You cannot. Dynamite drop in, Mikey.
Oh, man. Crushing it right now. Crushing it.
I definitely a big fan of Medianoches. I had Medianoche Malibu was my very first introduction to the WeldWerks Medianoche style. Picked this up not too long ago. Really excited. Looking forward to actually hitting this brewery in September. That's we're going to be in Colorado for a family vacation. So I plan on dragging all my girls to this brewery and drinking anything I can get my hands on from them.
But not as best beer friends.
You're welcome to join. You know, it's we got.
Did you get an invite yet?
Are you sponsoring?
We've got a very nice.
I got
Airbnb.
I got the PTO. I'll fit.
I got PTO too.
Yeah, I'll fit a suit.
I got a wife and kids, so that ain't gonna work. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you guys a little description about this one. This is the breakdown that they have on Untapped, just to kind of give you a little start as to how we're going to get into this beer and what we're going to be looking for. This thing's got some very interesting characteristics right off the bat that we're going to get into. I'm going to read this out to you. So, the Medianoche, the 2024 Medianoche Reserve began as a blend of Imperial Stouts aged 32 to 39 months in freshly emptied 10-year Eagle Rare Bourbon, 6-year Old Fitzgerald Bourbon, and 10-year Bottled in Bond Henry McKenna Bourbon barrels. Following aging, the blend was conditioned with toasted coconut, raw coconut, vanilla beans, roasted cacao nibs, and husks, each carefully selected to complement the silky vanilla and light oak, with just a touch of baked brown sugar flavors imparted by the barrels.
But wait, there's more.
In parentheses, yum.
I don't know how you can try to sell a beer any better than what that just did. One fun thing about this one that my compadre here brought up, this does not have an ABV listed. So this is what we call a dark horse. We don't know how this is going to come about. We're not sure what's going to happen or how we're going to feel about the matter.
Does that mean we can not, we can drink it before work? There's no alcohol, right? It's a non-A?
Technically, this could probably be an NA, yes.
Yeah.
Considering the Eagle Rare, Old Fitzgerald, and Henry McKenna, my guess is, and not only that, but it's freshly emptied. So you know good and darn well there is still bourbon in those barrels when they add this beer.
So you will get fired for drinking.
The devil's cut's still in this stuff, folks. This devil's cut's still there. And we have no IBUs. We have no idea. But this thing, what it does have is a 4.59 rating on Untapped. So obviously some people like it. So
just a few.
Just a few people. So
let's get cracking.
Let's get after this son of a gun.
Corbin, what are we opening this with?
We have another wonderful opener from Hicks. Going the wrong way there. Yeah, so I don't know if you're a Star Wars fan, you may recognize this. Was this the Kylo Ren one, I believe? Not my favorite character, but,
Kylo Ren?
Yeah. Adam Driver, he's ruined for me. I'm sorry. But This is pretty cool. If you're going to open up bottles.
If you don't go smoke, you going broke.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if I had a lightsaber, I would definitely use it to open my beers. So this is the closest I'm going to get. Again, Hicks bottle opener. These things are great. I'm going to pass it off to the person that needs it most.
Do it.
He's the chosen.
Great job. Great job.
Use the force. Fair.
If everybody sees in the lower screen here, Bill is taking the initial sniff of this beer. Look at that pour. Ooh, the viscosity. Oh, that's oil. That is oil.
That is darker than my soul. But,
I've done dirty things. I'm not sure if they're that dark and dirty. Oh, man. I feel like I'm getting hit with 5 fingers of happiness across the face. That's just delicious.
mesmerizing.
It really is. Where's yours, kitten?
Oh, shoot.
There you go.
I was so distracted, I forgot.
Yes, he is. Look at that. It is viscous. If anybody will notice the surgeon's hands from Mr. Bill there, that guy is smooth. He's as cool as the other side of the pillow, they say.
Gentlemen, cheers.
Cheers.
And to you guys, thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys have a beer while you're enjoying.
Woo-wee!
Take a moment.
That coats the glass even more than last episode.
Word. Oh, my word.
Coconut floaties.
Oh, man.
Wow, it's
Dag nab.
oh.
He stands up. He's going to be walking like this.
No lies.
This is happy place stuff right here.
Well, I can tell you, if you have diabetes, you should not drink this.
No kidding.
Really, I was just gonna say, that's not nearly as sweet as I thought.
It's not.
It's not a sugar bomb in comparison to others we've had.
Yeah, this would be more of a what's those Nestle morsels? It's not the milk chocolate, the
Semi-sweet.
semi-sweet. That would be what this kitten is.
It may be well disguised sweetness, but it is sweet.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Yes.
Oh, what I'm not getting, I'm not really getting much of the coconut. Maybe just a little coconut, but I'm getting vanilla. I'm getting strong vanilla out of it.
Yeah, cocoa and vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the description says a touch of baked brown sugar flavor. So between the semi-sweet chocolate, the vanilla, and the brown sugar flavors makes me think of my chocolate chip cookies.
I think that's a food pairing, folks.
I dropped
think that's
some
a
bomb
food
chocolate chip
pairing
cookies.
ready to go. Oh,
You can't just introduce like information like that and not have
Dang.
cookies for us.
Gauntlets down. I
knew-
make bomb chocolate chip cookies. Guess what we don't have? Bomb chocolate
And he knew
chip
what we were
cookies.
drinking today too. That's a disappointment.
I do apologize, but you know, I don't often think chocolate chip cookies in May in the South.
I want to point out.
That's
Look
a
at how
mistake
he's
on your
cupping
part.
that. Look at how he's cupping that, everybody. He is
Warming the
enjoying.
glass a little bit.
Yeah.
He knows how to cup. If you know what I'm talking about. Good cuppage.
I'm sure his wife appreciates that.
You're terrible. This is ridiculous.
You're insatiable.
So dirty. So dirty. Yes, I am. So happy. WeldWerks Brewing Company. Quite the place. Greeley, Colorado. I tell you what, every time I go to any sort of beer store, like I particularly like Habersham Brewing or Habersham Warehouse in Savannah. Mm-hmm. If I find some WeldWerks stuff, I find myself pulled. You know, and collabs, they got some great collabs with people. So they're definitely worth.
Funny enough, a WeldWerks collab might show up in a coming episode.
Hope so.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's right, folks. Sure will.
They make great beers. You know, there's certain breweries that you see the name of and you just know, okay, I'm going to drink that. And they're one of them.
Yeah, I like this. On their Untapped venue right now, they've got a 4-way buffet, hazy IPA, a mosaic double dry hop juicy bits, Shark Pit, West Coast IPA, lime and sea salt, long bones. They got some interesting dogs here. Colorado ale, just a traditional ale. Love it. Juicy bits. Very fun. Extra juicy bits. They even went with the Star Wars theme a little bit more. Frozen in Carbonite Hazy Double IPA. So if anybody's hanging out there in Colorado, I feel like WeldWerks might be
Creative
the future.
Colorado, just not too far from Boulder.
Yeah. And feel free to invite us. You don't have to Han Solo it.
It's technically a hop, skip, and a jump. You take a speeder right down the road, And this isn't May the 4th when we're doing this, but it just worked out really well, and we're just enjoying the situation. If you look at my shirt, look at that. It's kind of like I've got
Hey, they don't have to know it's not May the 4th. It's close enough.
it's May the 4th, and we are celebrating Star Wars today.
we will have a true Star Wars celebration soon, I promise.
I know. I like to say I celebrate Star Wars every day. May the 4th is just, other people who don't celebrate it.
The 4th be with you. No.
Use the force, Harry.
That's so funny. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
So, the slight oil slick.
This is so dark on this glass, though. It really holds.
It definitely coats. It definitely coats that glass.
I'm pretty sure the 10W30 I threw in the Pacifica the other day ain't like this.
My car is leaking a lot. I wonder if I put this in there, if it helped.
It might. It might.
What do you get on the aroma?
I feel the aroma's kind of light.
Yeah, I'm not getting... I'm getting alcohol, but outside of that,
I feel like I get vanilla, but it is light.
It's light. I feel that the previous episode's beer had more aroma to it, which we didn't even think was that terribly strong than that one. And this just feels a little less. I love the appearance, and the flavor is wonderful. I would enjoy this. Oh, this is for sure. Definitely not a after lawn mowing beer. This would end some lives.
Definitely drink it while mowing lawn, right?
Ooh.
you're not going to find me sitting on the beach sipping on this.
No, but this would be a great.
You around the fireplace, the fire pit.
Yep.
Stars out.
You got
Nice
that
music.
Yeah, you got that special someone with you. You put out a good sized snifter of this, and happy times are going to happen. I'll tell you that right now, because this is delicious. I love it. 4.61 on Untapped. Again, no ABV, so we're in the dark here.
I'm gonna lean towards non-alcoholic. I'm not.
I'm sure the officers will think that too.
Anything that lets me drink at work, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
But again, mentioning earlier the freshly emptied barrels, it's not terribly boozy.
So this is 2024. Can we see 2023? Does that maybe have an ABV?
I don't know.
Call upon Mr. Untapped. If Untapped or a brewery or our favorite bottle opener company wants to sponsor an episode, hit us up, because we're gonna name drop
Everybody.
Yeah, because we love everyone and we're always gonna support you whether you give us money or garb or not. So
2022 was 13.5.
it could only go up from there, right? It's like
2021 did not have an ABV listed either.
curious what the laws are on that. Because in our great state of South Carolina, we're limited on
22 is 13.5.
Yep.
what ABV we could have
23, 12.
in the state.
What is it here in South Carolina?
I think it got bumped to like 15 point something.
Okay.
But I think it used to be like 13 or 12. So Georgia's lower, which
Snap.
doesn't surprise me. But
Going back to one of Corbin's discussions when we were getting to know about our guests here, or about our hosts, he kind of likes peanut butter. Not like the roasted peanut in there, but like peanut butter in there. But they did have a peanut butter cup media noche in 2023. Imperial double pastry, 4.4 out of 5. That would have been something pretty tasty to get a hold of as well.
I
That was an 11.6 ABV.
think we should go back in time and just be there for your favorite beer release.
No. Man.
Yeah, I like peanut butter, and I feel like peanut butter tastes different than roasted peanuts, and a lot of peanut butter beers taste like roasted peanuts, kind of salty. Obviously, if it tastes like Reese's or Reese's, depending on your pronunciation. I believe correct pronunciation is Reese's, but I have been known to frequently say it incorrectly, so I'm not going to judge you if you do. But yeah, that's like a whole different breed of peanut butter. But man, if you can make a Reese's beer, you got my number.
As a parent of a child with peanut allergies, not a big peanut fan.
Not a big peanut guy.
You know, I love a good Reese's.
That's fair.
Peanut butter cup, especially the minis. Mm-hmm. Oh, homeboy can down some of those. But in my beer, it's not my favorite adjunct. Well, that's probably not even the top 10.
I don't think it would be in mine either. Just trying to think back, but I like it. I love a good salted peanut, especially in a bar, and when I'm sitting there and just crushing that, and it's a good little salty flavor that you get out of that. But sometimes if that toasted peanut, it can be very strong and very overpowering.
For sure.
And it just takes it to a level it doesn't need to go to.
I recently had Trillium's Oh Nuts beer, and it's kind of in the middle. It does have a little bit of roasted peanut taste to it, but it does have that peanut butter sweetness and oiliness, I guess. It was good. It was definitely a good beer. I helped one of our mutual friends move recently, and we enjoyed that afterwards, and it was definitely took all our aches away.
Yeah.
It was barrel-aged Oh Nuts.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with Trillium.
Yeah. And this is one, again, we let sit for a little while, took it out of the fridge, just let it kind of get closer to room temperature, and all of that flavor just, you don't want to be drinking these things when they're fresh, cold, nobody needs this thing at 33 degrees. That's just not an okay situation to be involved in.
It's nice when breweries that have things on draft, they actually they can make the adjustments, because I think a draft system is like 34 degrees or something. I don't know. It's set to a normal, but which is way colder than you want, like a stout or a lot of dark beers. So I think they had it like running through a cooler. One of our local breweries did that, and they made it so that it would get to that warmer temperature before it made it into a cup. So hey, less time waiting to drink is okay in my book.
Okay. Can't complain.
No, not at all.
Definitely let us know what your favorite beers are. If you guys have anything that you think we should try, let us know.
Yeah,
We would give it a shot, Tell you what, we love beer mail.
for sure.
You never know, beer mail might come back to you. That could happen too. It'd be some wild situations. We have no idea. This is episode 2. I'm spewing. We're just having a good time.
Oh, you send me a beer, I'm going to send you a beer back.
That's truth.
And I don't have bad beer.
How are they going to be able to reach us, Corbin?
We'll have lots of links to social media and email addresses and all that in the video links here. Probably throw it up on the screen, depending on how ambitious I get with my video editing. That's to be determined, because we don't know how good I'm going to be at that yet. But I'm going to give it my best for you guys.
We are working on a Men of Beer Necessities calendar. This is a, more of a risque style beer calendar for that we're going to be putting out there in the year 2030. So still working on some, dropping some LBs once in a while. But I think that'll be in the works as well.
Who's going to be on the cover?
You don't want to see this. You remember those bathing suits from like the 1920s where it was like covered head to toe?
Yeah.
I'm going to be in one of those, throwing a beach ball. Most likely in that ballpark.
Dude, baby, you got a face for video.
I know. I have a face for radio.
No.
I know
you are
myself.
beautiful. Don't ever talk about like that to the south.
You're channeling the villain vibes, but and yet, that's what women are into now.
We are trying to get him talked into the mustache curl going on here, because that would be crazy.
My entire life, my father rocked a handlebar mustache.
You would look great.
I would look exactly like my dad. I love you, Dad. Not that you're ever going to listen to this, because you are completely technologically insufferable. You know nothing. You're just terrible. But I love you. I will never rock a handlebar mustache.
Sounds like some hidden agendas right there. I don't know.
I don't know. My dad, rest in peace, went a long time without actually growing out his beard, like for a while. I think when he's younger, he would do it, but in his later life, he would do a goatee, which he should not have done. For the longest time, he was that kind of thing. I'm like, Dad, you look so much better with full beard. or, but I don't know why he did it. And I told him it looked bad and he didn't trust me. So I'm going to get struck by lightning later and that's okay.
No. That's the way she works. That's the way she works.
This is great though.
That is wonderful. Well, are we ready to move into the next segment a little bit and start discussing it a little bit?
Oh, wait, there's more.
Tell me what you think.
So, as we're finishing these delicious tasters of the Medianoche Reserve 2024 out of WeldWerks Brewing Company in Greeley, Colorado, we have something special today.
Before we jump to that, how do you rank this?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we should rank that. That'd be a good idea. All right. Well, Bill wants to rank this stuff. All right. So we go out of 100. We try to rank based on appearance, aroma. We look for the flavor and the finish, the mouthfeel, and we try to base this all out there and then determine is this going to be a necessity for you? Was this something that you're going to put your money into, that you want to drink and you're going to put on your fridge, your table with your friends? All right. So first off, appearance. Bill, how'd you feel the appearance of this beer looked?
Just that dark, viscous, gorgeous color. Like 89?
He's 1 for 1 right now. He's winning.
89?
89. Corbin?
It's had a little bit of floaties, good color, good oil. Definitely in the high 80s.
This is our hard ranker, everybody. Don't forget the hard ranker.
Yeah. There's a point where, in a scale of 1 to 100, appearance is hard. It's got to have like a Van Gogh painting in it to get 100, right?
I honestly would kind of feel the same way. Like, you really got to, something's got to slap me in the face.
Like, there's a point where dark, oily, that's going to apply to a lot of things,
So maybe we just look at more of an overall scale.
Yeah.
Well, but I can see that. Sometimes it's like, you might get more like, why does it look so brownish when it's kind of like this? It's supposed to be dark.
IPAs.
Yeah. IPA, you get all sorts of color. Okay. But, for my appearance, when I'm looking at appearance with this, the darn thing's black, right? But what it does is this thing has a wonderful coating. When you swirl the cup, you're putting the color on the cup. That's just telling you that everything's kind of there. You got that creamy feel in there. You know it's going to be one of those warm, fuzzy things. And when it goes down there, it's going to sit with you. And you feel it in the back of your throat. And it's going to stay there, just kind of like a long-lasting flavor. It's coating your mouth. And it is wonderful. Let's move on to aroma before we get into that mouthfeel. Corbin?
I got a little bit of vanilla, maybe some coconut on the aroma. Wasn't super strong. Definitely not like huffing that, it didn't smell bad or just, it was very kind of a neutral. But yeah, it was a little bit there, but it wasn't super strong or, there's nothing fruity about the beer or anything like that. So nothing really stood out. Like I said, maybe vanilla. Vanilla doesn't really smell very, it smells sometimes like a strong vanilla, strong alcohol smell. So, and it definitely didn't strong alcohol smell. So
vanilla can be a potent one. I 100% agree. The coconut though, I just didn't get it. I don't know where it is in here. Maybe a little bit. The vanilla definitely was a stronger flavor in here. A lot of the cacao, cocoa cacao.
Chocolate. Rice Krispie treats.
That would be the vanilla. Yep, absolutely. Coming through there. Yep, but coconut, it might be one of those hidden things that's bumping all the other flavors up that I can't quite tell. I'm not perfect, but
No.
Yeah, definitely. Again, a lot of chocolate smell, a lot of cocoa, some vanilla, little bit of alcohol to it. This is this year's 2024.
Yeah.
Purchased in April, so it's not that long out of the barrel. So you do get some of the alcohol smell. Maybe that'll go away over time.
I'd say an empty glass has a little bit more to it, but I definitely get more coconut from that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so dark and brown. It smells so cocoa-y.
Mm-hmm.
What did you feel flavor-wise? Me, just putting it in my mouth, just the flavor and everything came through. The vanilla was great. I would put the mouth feel over the flavor in this with the creaminess going on. But again, I didn't get beat up by the bourbon. The barrels didn't crush me with this, right?
Barrels were not overpowering. The bourbon was there, but it was no burn to it. like we said, we don't know what the alcohol is, but it was not prevalent.
To quote the gorillas, it's there.
It's there. If you look at the last few years, they're between 11 and 13%. So, she's got some booze in it. So it's going to do the good work for you. It's doing God's work. Praise that man. And we cannot complain about this. So, I love it. But moving on to that end, like I said, the mouthfeel, the finish of it, the creaminess and just the texture in your mouth, that little bit of sediment that's in there, it just gives you that flavor. This is definitely one that you rinse your cup with. You're not going to go pouring your next beer into this one thinking you're getting the same flavor out of that cup. So this is delicious and wonderful.
Repeat.
Yes.
Bill, any more of that?
Yep, you covered it.
No, for me, I don't know. I feel like you said the mouthfeel. Like the mouthfeel was actually like my first taste of it was definitely more notable than everything else. I don't know. I got a really good flavor initially, and I'm not saying it got bad, but I'm saying it was like that first drink.
It was like a hit.
Was the best drink, and sometimes it's not. Usually the first drink is like okay, and then you're still figuring it out, and then as it warms up, you get more and more from it. And I'll say kind of the opposite on this one for me. For me, the first was the best, and I think that was due to the mouthfeel. I feel like that initial maybe carbonation or whatever, like a little bit, really opened it up for me. And after that, I hate to say downhill because it's amazing, but
Yeah.
it was more muted after that.
Yeah. I honestly, it's kind of weird, but I feel that way about mango. Like whenever I get a mango beer, like the first taste of a mango beer, I'm like, this is amazing. I have a second sip, I'm like, what the hell just happened to the beer? I'm like, I have no idea.
It's like you shocked it, and then your body's used to it.
And then you get 3/4 of beer, and you're like, what is in my mouth? Like, this is wild. I'm like,
Do you say that a lot? What the fuck?
I'm married. She's into weird things. I can't know time.
That's fair.
Oh, I say that, but she wouldn't say that.
Your wife is an amazing person. So we're not.
She's beautiful. She's wonderful. I love her to everything. So, love you. I'm not going to throw your name out there, Sarah, so nobody will know who you are. Okay. Cheers, kittens.
Fake name, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
See, that's wonderful. All right. Okay.
You don't have room to do happy dances on camera.
No.
In the future, you will see.
And if I start swinging, then everybo's heading out the door. So it's just like boom, boom, boom.
You got to do like the worm thing.
Yeah. Oh, we can do it.
Wave. Yeah, sorry, wave.
We're going to do a fat man dance. There's only one fat man. I got my skinny bitties here. All right. So the next fun segment we're going to do on this episode, Bill.
What did I do overall?
I don't know. What do you think we did overall?
Overall score.
Mid-80s.
So lower than our previous segment.
For me, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like while I like this, I almost would say I like this more. I feel like the other beer was more distinct in the taste in different areas. This is really good, but it's less unique to me than a lot, because a lot of things we drink are, I think, very similar. The last beer, if I remember correctly, it had more of a sharpness with the flavor notes, the barrel, the little bit of rye, everything kind of popped more for me. This is definitely sweet. This is definitely good. It's smooth. It's enjoyable. Definitely amazing beer. But I don't know. When you drink a lot of beer, you want things that kind of like
stand out and kind of different. I put it at an 89. A little bit lower than our beer in episode 1. Honestly, a little less than I kind of anticipated. I had high expectations for this, being, as we mentioned in our first episode, coconut is one of my favorite adjuncts. So not only does this have toasted coconut, but also raw coconut. I didn't get a lot of either one of those.
No.
The vanilla and the cacao definitely overpowered whatever coconut was there. Creaminess was there. That deep, oily color was there. Everything was great about the beer. It just didn't quite match up to the descriptions. So I didn't, I would drink this if somebody offered this to me 10 times out of 10. I'm going to drink this. This is delicious. For the price point, I don't think you can beat it. I want to say this was like $30, something like that, in that ballpark.
easy buy.
Yeah,
Easy.
absolutely.
This is an absolute must for that type of dollar bills. You are looking real good. You're being very happy.
So yeah, you can't beat it.
Good value.
Awesome.
Good beer.
Good job, guys. I'm kind of in the same range. I loved it. Like I said in the last episode, I love my bourbon barrel aged stouts. They probably rank a little higher on me than the barley wines. I would probably kind of be right in the range. Like I would probably go, probably 86, 87 ish, right around there, just due to the fact like they do have extra things in here that I'm just not getting all of. So it's like big thing is like working the description. It's like if they describe what it is, I'm really expecting to get this. Like if you say I'm going to have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on white bread with Jif peanut butter and strawberry jam, I better get all three for me to get it really, really high.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I loved it. I would absolutely, if I found this thing in a store, you dang straight. That's what's going to happen.
But if you got to rate it based off description, it's gonna lose.
It's going to lose just a few points, especially like if you're putting toasted coconut and raw coconut. Coconut ain't cheap, folks. It ain't cheap. So, but I do love the silkiness. A little bit of the brown sugar baked in there. I love that. But overall, great buy. It would be a necessity in my house. Absolutely.
All right.
Good with that?
Good with that.
Happy times? Happy times?
absolutely.
Anybody else got anything else before I move on to the next segment?
No, roll on.
Sweet. I've been shot twice so far, so I better make sure I'm doing it right.
My bad.
Okay.
Wasn't
No, but it worked out well because learning experiences is all fun and games. But this next new segment is super fun. What we're doing, we have a mystery beer. I don't even know what brewery it is. Bill got a hold of this Whammer Jammer. We actually had 4 wrapped cans that we had to choose from. This is the guy. We're not even looking at the other ones because they could get turned into something different later on in life. So we're going to open this thing up. We're going to taste it, do a blind tasting all the way around. We're going to go through the appearance, aroma, the flavor, the mouthfeel, getting ideas of what we feel about it, and then we'll do a reveal at the end and share if this thing's a necessity.
That's the plan. Just as he said, beer of mystery. This comes from a dear friend of mine out in California, Daniel Borthwick. Thank you for hooking us up. Again,
Love you, Daniel.
no idea what this is,
Maybe it's a double try hopped blinding.
but we are going to open this sucker up. I actually had my dear wife wrap this for me, so I would not know what it is. I literally know nothing. We're going to find out together. Gotta love that sound.
Call you Jon Snow.
Gotta love that sound.
Saddle.
Hey, scoot around this way so you can
Scared says
see this.
All right, let's see how this. Oh,
it's not a stout, which
No.
maybe some of you might appreciate after drinking back-to-back, dark beers.
I almost wondered, does that have pulp in there?
Think an IPA.
Maybe. There you go, son.
For the record, these are clean glasses.
Yeah. This would not look like this if you poured them in the last glass.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like how the green screen's picking this one up. It's
Oh, yeah, it is.
almost like one of those blurred images when there's like nudity on TV.
Oh, look at that. That's wild. Okay.
Definitely IPA.
Oh, yeah.
Smell the hops.
A lot of citrus in this thing.
That hazy goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Kind of citrusy. Smells good though.
What's
it's such a nice change from the barley wine, the stouts. The heaviness.
the refreshingness of this?
Yeah.
Is that a word? Refreshingness? We're going to say it is today.
I'm sure the internet will correct us if we're wrong. They're good for that.
Fact checkers.
Interesting.
Damn, that's good. Citrusy, orange.
It's
That is delightful.
This is a 7%.
I'll reserve my comments.
This is a 7 to 8% double IPA.
Oh,
This is part of the beer mystery. We get to figure out what it is. Find out.
absolutely.
Oh,
Okay.
I do have an idea of the brewery. I will say that again. I don't know. I knew nothing else. I have a feeling I know the brewery. Let's just put it that way.
Can you give us that little bit of a hint? Because honestly, I don't know your buddy.
So my buddy Daniel and coworker works out of our California office.
California A.
Be funny if you like saying something out of a Gaelic.
I'll even tell you, woman, for it's SoCal.
So can
This is Dale's wife's happiness in a glass.
Right. Yeah. Wifey, you would be, what's that? I'm taking a fun.
Yeah,
Wifey would be very happy with this.
It's kind of got a dankness to it.
A slight dink. I don't put. It's not a West Coast
Like
IPA.
on the scent, like
No.
the aroma, like
It's not the West Coast. Harsh, bitterness.
but like the smell it gives me there.
It smells like it might have some of
Yeah.
Like initial aroma was like citrusy, a little bit hot, but like
Good.
That's one of those beers that, it's not a lawn mowing beer necessarily, but it's not far from is.
This is you sit in your driveway in the chair after you've mowed the lawn and you are just relaxing a little bit out in the little bit of shade, a little breeze coming through. You're kind of done. You're getting ready to turn the grill on right before that.
Stick me on the beach with one of these.
Oh, you ain't gonna get more than one or two of these than me on the beach. Because
No,
this would be wonderful, though. This would go with my bacon and eggs in the morning time.
yeah, I feel like we keep saying not a lawn mowing beer, but we can't tell people what to drink while mowing the lawn. I mean,
This is a judgment-free zone.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks, we're just throwing that out there. If you drink beer during mowing your lawn, you actually get more respect from us. That's just how that works. All right, Bill, appearance.
I love the haze. I love that cloudiness. I think that's everything you come to expect from a hazy IPA. Little bit of lacing left, but the head quickly dissipated. I thought it was fantastic.
Corbin, aroma.
aroma's my favorite part. Definitely initially got a good hop aroma, good citrusy, and then it kind of like as it warmed up got, like I said, a little dank. I don't think the taste really got to the dankness, but definitely a little dank. I like saying dank. Do you like saying dank? Who came up with that word?
Dank.
If you know, please tell me.
Little Spaceballs action
Going on there.
My kids love Spaceball. Spaceballs. Everybody's like, should your kids be watching Spaceballs? I'm sorry. Why don't you parent your own children and I'll deal with mine.
Mel Brooks was a comedy genius.
Wonderfulness, just pure wonderfulness. And anything with John Candy. I mean, how do you want that?
Rest in peace, John Candy.
Yes, sir.
Love you.
I'm going to go with flavor and taste. I think it's absolutely wonderful having quite a bit of double and triple IPA knowledge in my head. I am feeling very strong. Like I'm saying, this is at least a 7-8% double IPA. The flavor's there. I get a lot of citrus, and I am just enjoying it. So I think it's great. And we're going to finish this off. The finish. Bill, how do you feel about the finish?
Not bitter. It's not that West Coast bitterness, pucker kind of. I'm not a big fan of the West Coast IPA. It's personal preference. I full East Coast, East Coast bias here. I love it. Yeah, it's. I don't consider it bitter. Citrus. I love it. I absolutely love this.
Corbin.
I want to be the asshole, I guess.
You just have a different opinion.
Yeah. Best part for me was the aroma.
That's what makes you an asshole.
Yeah, it's true. I'm definitely an asshole. Mouthfeel was great. Flavor and taste for me was kind of a disappointment after everything else. I don't know. I got a good scent of it, and I was expecting it to like. This is wrong to say, but burst in my mouth. It's not off-putting in any way. It's not bitter. It doesn't taste bad. I just expected more after that initial, I don't want to do that too much on the camera. But,
Tell me when you go like this.
you can totally meme us after a few episodes for sure. But yeah, I think flavor taste for me was a letdown. I would not. If I had this once, I probably wouldn't drink it again.
Wow. I am absolutely not.
I'm not saying I hate it. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying I don't like it enough to drink it again.
But we do have to preface this where, in episode 1, Corbin admitted he wasn't the biggest fan of IPAs.
Correct.
Yes.
Yep.
He's a barley wine kid all day, every day.
You drink barley wine as a kid? Because I missed out.
I wish I'd have known.
What in your bottle?
Yeah. I was doing Jack Daniels and Jim Beam back in those days. But
Big corn.
Dill, you going hunting? Liquid wild turkey. That's about it.
My favorite IPAs are usually, I like different hops. I really love dry hopped. That's my go-to. If I see a dry beer, I'm going to drink it. I do generally lean towards the doubles and triples. I like hazies for sure, more so than West Coast. But I don't hate West Coast. Talking to you. I mean, I'm sure this comes from a good brewery. I mean, we could be surprised, but I have like some bias in thinking that it's coming from a good place, and I'm thinking that there's some local beers I drink instead.
Wow. Well,
So-
that is definitely a hot take.
Yeah.
Especially once I think you just
Someone has to do that.
Seeing how we're all on our contract here, one of us is probably not going to make it.
all you hopheads out there,
Yeah.
tweet at Corbin is an asshole.
I'm sorry, honey. Yeah. Any hashtag corbin'sadick.com. Let's go.
I don't use the X anymore, but my handle is the Corbin, so I'm easy to find.
Well, I love it.
Me too.
You ready to
I'm ready to rank it.
unveil? Let's rank it first. Yeah.
Overall,
I'm so excited. I just want to get going.
95.
Ooh, high number. Wasn't expecting that.
No,
Ouch.
I would drink this all day, every day. This I would have no qualms and the Metanoche I ranked lower, because it didn't quite live up to the description. I mean, it was an absolutely fantastic beer, and like I said, I drink it 10 times out of 10. I would drink this 12 times out of 10. I mean, it's just I'm in love.
You just made some statistics major rollover.
I never thought I was smart.
I'm at 88.90 right now. I think it's delicious. I know for a fact that my hophead at home would love to have a case of this, not just a 4-pack. She would love a case, and she would enjoy it thoroughly. There are special beers that when I bring home, I have to tuck to the side, and I just let her enjoy those. I think this would be one of those. This is delicious.
How do you feel, Corbin?
I feel like I'm on the spot. So I definitely wouldn't have a reluctance to hand this to somebody and recommend it or anything like that. Definitely wouldn't do that. No,
Corbin's great. Isn't going to be old enough for Social Security.
no reluctance to give it to other people. But personally, I'm going to be much lower than my friends here, and I'm going to be in the 70s, probably 75 to 78 if I have to get really granular.
60s for sure.
Hey,
I thought he was.
no, I'm not saying it's a bad beer. I want to make it clear. As we talked about my untapped rating at some point, my bar is a little bit lower for, I kind of, my scale is smaller. So,
C's for degrees, buddy. C's for degrees.
So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Like I said, I would, I got some local beers I'd rather have over and over again than that. And,
I love our local breweries. I can honestly say I can't say any of them are making an IPA this good.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great thing about taste and opinions and stuff.
There's one in the area that probably makes something, one or two, maybe. This is delicious. This is wonderful.
Okay. Any guesses on the brewery?
I mean, it's California.
Okay.
It's not like there's a whole lot of people in California. I mean, how many breweries in California? Like 2? It's probably not Bottle Logic. It's probably not Russian River. What's the Monkish? It's maybe not Monkish. I don't know. I only order dark beers from those people.
It's not Stone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anchor closed, so it's
Did it?
yeah. I'm sure it's someone we've heard of, but clear can.
There's no can. There's no label.
No label.
Oh, what a great reveal.
Hey,
It is.
Monkish.
Hey, I got it right
The freshie.
I think it's LA Fresh.
It says it's got an IE,
Yeah,
so
like-
something freshy.
Like a LA
Freshie.
I like his La Fresh.
Well, yeah, because we're from there. We're from the East Coast.
La Fitness. Is that how you say LA Fitness? No. La Fresh.
I don't really say it.
LA Fresh.
You know what I've got? A little bit of the sassiness out of you two that I am not ready for anymore.
It is a double dry hop.
Didn't get that. That
India
actually makes the
Pale
scale
Ale?
go down lower because it doesn't taste that way.
What did we guess the ABV at?
Between 7 and 8.
8.1.
Boom! Dead money.
LA Freshie, Drink Freshie, double dry hop, double India Pale Ale, 8.1% alcohol by volume.
Yeah, no. I
Monkish.
would rate it lower based off description.
Trying to celebrate a company here, and you're just sitting there just slapping her in the face.
Sorry.
But hey, you are getting the Low Country.
I just said that I love dry hop beers, and I had no idea that was dry hop beer.
Anybody want to guess?
Did anybody else feel that was dry hop?
The Untapped ranking?
If it's more than 4.3,
I'm gonna go.
surprised.
I'm gonna go 4.6.
4.36.
hey, it's more, but
The
it's close.
official details on Untapped: double dry hopped, double India Pale Ale with Nelson Sauvignon and Citra hops.
Citra, you can taste it.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I was like, no, so it's
Daniel, man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for taking the time to not only buy these and ship them and get them over to us, but to do so in time for us to record this podcast. You're just the man. I appreciate you.
Daniel, you have an open invitation to the next Beer Necessities episode when you're in town. We'll make it happen
Love
for
to
you,
have you.
Captain.
I don't know you, but I love you.
Hey,
Please come.
love, peace, and chicken grease, everybody.
Even if you're a Dodgers fan.
You're the best. Love you.
So I guess we're tuning out.
Nope.
No, we're not.
No?
We end our episodes with what?
Oh, I am terrible at this game. I am terrible. Our necessities.
Hey.
My necessity for this, and thank you, Bill, for keeping me on track because I am poor at this situation. But my necessity is something that I believe every individual should home, male or female, doesn't matter, single individual, family of 4 or 5. This is something that everybody should get themselves set up with. A grill or a smoker. Boom. I graduated from charcoal, moved myself up into a nice propane grill, moved over to a charcoal smoker. Now I got myself a wonderful pellet grill smoker from Rectech out of Augusta, Georgia. Set it and forget it. It has just saved my life. It's been a game changer for my family of 5. I'm able to make some of the best food we've ever had in our lives. I've been able to bring so many people into this wonderful world of cooking. Kitten and Cat over here, they did not do a lot of smoking. They were I don't recall you guys did any. Maybe a little
not
bit.
with the grill.
Yeah.
You showed us the way.
And we have like all of our food levels have just gone through the roof. Just by learning and opening up your eyes into experimentation, and we're sharing recipes, we share ideas, we collaborate. I highly recommend learn some outdoor cooking, experiment, get yourself something convenient to use. You know, there are so many options to work with out there that it is a plethora of options that you have. So my necessity, get outdoors, get grilling, get smoking, enjoy some good food that you can make yourself and be a hell of a lot cheaper than going out.
Go outside, kids.
That's right.
Cool.
All right.
Well, I think we're tuning out now.
All right. Now we're out. Love you.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Beer necessities.
Boop, boop.
Look for the beer necessities, the simple beer necessities. Get about your worries and the strife. I mean those beer necessities, these tasty, fun recipes. Keep these beer necessities in my life. Sometimes I wonder, when I'm at home, of all the brews that I've owned, the beers are chillin', I can see, making happy time just for me. When you look into that fridge by chance, just take a glance at the variants and maybe pop a few. The beer necessities of life will come to you. This beer's for you.